music for the soul, right?
I feel like I should be wearing makeup, like, you know, the star.
Oh,
and the,
yeah.
I feel like I'm missing.
I'll need like a wig, though.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, get all in. So last week, remember, I visited Allied Record Exchange in South Toledo. So was able to chat about the resurgence of vinyl, a medium you most likely won't hear on the radio.
Not as much anymore, but one Owens student thinks vinyl's pops and scratches, the crackles too, right? They're just fine. Dr. J. Thomas is getting ready for a Vinylthon. Vinylthon?
Vinylthon.
Vinylthon.
Yes.
Coming up this weekend. It is, what is it, local record store day, right?
National Record Store Day.
It is.
So it's kind of at the same time, huh?
Yeah, and talking about Allied Record Exchange, they're actually helping us with this
Wonderful
event. And Vinylthon is something that's actually been happening every year for quite a while. And with the resurgence of vinyl, it's kind of brought more of a, I guess, public eye on it. You know, people are paying more attention to it. We've been having this vinyl radio show with the school now for the last three years. Really picked up a lot of steam, and with the Toledo City paper voting Best of Toledo 2022 for Best Radio Show, Best Podcast, it's really done wonders for us, not just at the show, but at the school and at the radio station, and we couldn't be happier and just more excited right now.
Yeah, so cool. So you've been DJing since you were 13 years old, you told us. Yeah, we won't give your age. Yeah, we won't do all that. Yeah. But talk to us about the difference when it comes to the digital format of putting music on air compared to vinyl. Is there a difference there?
Well, back when I first started, I guess these luxuries we have now with software editing, DAWs, etc. None of this really existed unless you had money. So you had to DJ off of cassette, vinyl, CD, what have you. And so you had to be good. You had to know what you were doing. Now it's gotten to the point to where it's so easy, and it's great for people like us who have the background. And for people who are starting, it's like the difficulty has been taken out of it.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's a totally different
plug and
world.
play. You know?
Yeah.
So we're going to do something special coming up in a few days here. We heard a little sample, Kiss. You're doing something with the album there.
Yeah. So Kiss right now is on the End of the Road tour. They've been around for 50 years, believe it or not.
My dad's favorite band. So I have to shout that out. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Kiss is one of my favorites too. I mean, they've been around a long time. There'd be a lot of people that wouldn't have careers if it wasn't for Kiss. But Alive is the name of the album. It was their first live album commercially, and it's an album that changed the landscape of rock music, popular culture, everything. And we're doing a special profile on it. You know, normally we only have 1 hour a week to talk about whatever we're going to talk about. This Saturday between 2 and 6 we have 4.
Awesome.
So we're going to have plenty of time. We're going to play the whole album from start to finish. We have a Kiss historian coming in to talk about the album and its significance. And we're just going to have a lot of good times, shall we say, talking about it and playing it.
Yeah, I love that. So speaking of vinyl and the resurgence, as a DJ, why do you appreciate vinyl? Why do you like it? You know, when we started off, we heard that nice little crackle. Is that something that you enjoy when you play a vinyl?
There's nothing like it. There really isn't. When you take that tone arm and you drop it and you hear it go down and just play, it's like I don't know what heaven feels like, but to me that's what it is.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So obviously this album, as you said, is historical, so you're gonna that's a great reason to spend some time talking about it on a big day too. And then you're doing something with Pride too, is that right?
Yeah, so we're doing this other thing that, to my understanding, it's something new. It's never been done before, at least around this area, where we're doing this thing during the 4-hour show called the Pride Hour. And what it is that we're gonna be profiling artists and musicians of the past from the LGBT background that were influential and had a lot to do with the way that music ended up playing out and being a part of culture and a lot of what we have today and the luxuries of which we have today. And so I thought it would be something kind of cool to talk about, and we have Sugar Vermont coming in, who's quite a big deal, especially if you talk to her. I love her to death, by the way. She is absolutely wonderful. But she'll be coming in to help co-host it. We also have somebody else that's new, Roxy Lynn, coming in to talk about it as well. And so, yeah, we're going to just have a good old time this Saturday.
And how can people listen?
Yeah.
So they can listen, they can go one of two ways, actually. They can go to the Owens Community Student Media Center webpage and listen via the website, or they can go online and download the Owens Community College Radio app at Google Play, Apple Store, and I believe you can download it off the website as well.
Okay.
So bringing the past to the present here, too. You know, have the technology, but also have the crack pop.
Yeah. And the original way of listening to music.
I love vinyl, and everybody should too.
That's it.
That's it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show continues in just a moment. And Amanda, you and Diane are getting crafty this morning.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be doing some flower arranging, but with a Victorian twist.
Okay.
Getting fancy in here. Yeah, where you can learn how to do this craft as well when Good Day continues. Stay with us.